Is your AT&T Unlimited plan for your to-go or Airstream Connected Kit expiring soon? This video is just for you. Hi there, I'm Cherie with the Mobile Internet Resource Center. And first, a little bit of history just for those joining in. Now, this time last year, one of our top pick data plans was the AT&T Adventure Unlimited plan, which is available only for the Togo Roadlink C2 and the Airstream Connected Kit. These were two RV-specific pieces of hardware that were negotiated with Thor Industries with AT&T to provide a very sweet, almost too good to be true data plan that was $360 per year, had to be paid all up front, but it gave you unlimited, truly unlimited data on those devices. It was a phenomenal deal. Like I said, too good to be true, which it was too good to be true. It was direct with AT&T, and in December we got word that AT&T had decided to pull the plan effective January 15th. And while customers who already had the plan could continue to keep it until their expiration date, they added insult to injury and said that they would not be renewing the plans upon that expiration date. And that sucked because the equipment that this plan was offered on wasn't really all that great of equipment. The appeal was getting this plan, so a lot of people went out and purchased this equipment, installed this equipment specifically to get this plan, and here it was pulled. Now, in the months ahead, we know a lot of people who have the to-go unit or the Airstream Connected unit are going to have those plans expiring, and we've been fielding a lot of questions on, well, where to go next. So, first, some data plan options for you. Now, there are some data plans out there that are going to be suitable to use with this equipment. The to-go unit in particular, while it can work on most carriers, it came locked to AT&T. So any AT&T-based plan you can use, or data plan anyway, that you can use without having to contact to-go or WineGuard, who was actually who the equipment was based upon. If you want to use it on Verizon and the modem inside is suitable for using with some Verizon key frequency bands, you will need to contact WineGuard and get that device unlocked, and they are doing that for free. So you just need to contact them and they can unlock the device, and then you can get a Verizon-based data plan for your unit. The Connected Kit was based on the Peplink Max BR1 Mini Category 6 modem. That one came unlocked from Airstream. It will work on all carriers, although it is missing some key frequency bands that are newer, but it will work on all carriers. So you are set there. You can use a data-only plan on any of the carriers that you might be able to obtain. Additionally, with the Airstream Kit, it had some remote monitoring functionality, which was one of the driving sellers of that unit. And Airstream has told some customers that as long as you have any internet source coming into the Peplink device, the remote monitoring functionality will continue to work. You are not dependent on having that AT&T plan. Now, the first easiest option with these kits is AT&T did offer replacement plans direct for the RV kits that have now expanded out to some other units. They're not the greatest, but they are very flexible. You can activate them right on your device. They go up in price for 100 gigabytes of data for $300 a month. Great deal, right? No, not really. But do be prepared for some sticker shock as you go shopping for plans. We do keep a guide to the current top pick data plans. I'll put a link right below. We put out a video every quarter, so do check there, especially if you're watching this much after September 1st, because this stuff changes all of the time. So as your expiration comes up, go check there to see what options might be available. But if you were choosing today, here are 3 options that we would recommend as alternatives. One is Cricket Wireless, which is owned by AT&T, so it is completely compatible with both of those devices. They offer a 20 gigabyte, 40 gigabyte, and 100 gigabyte data-only plan. It can be directly activated on the to-go or WineGuard devices without having to go through any special tricks. It just pops up in their IMEI checker, so you can get those plans. The 100 gigabyte plan, which just came out, is $90 per month, so that's going to be the best alternative on AT&T right now. If you want to go with Verizon, their best direct option is going to be their prepaid jetpack plans, which are $65 a month for 30 gigabytes of data. So nothing near unlimited, not at the prices you're used to, but those are the options that are out there. If you want to go with unlimited at present time, the really only viable options are going with one of the third-party unlimited resellers. We do keep a vendor list for those, but do go in eyes wide open on those plans. A lot can happen with those plans. They're not considered necessarily secure and reliable. They kind of just work until they don't. And we had a recent unlimited video where we went over all those risks. So make sure you read the caveats that we have in our vendor guides if you're going to go that path. But many of those plans should work directly in these devices. Now, with the retirement of this plan and the expiration coming up soon, you might be questioning, well, is it time to replace my gear? And if you're looking for top performance, we would definitely advise kind of taking a step back, reassessing your needs of mobile internet and deciding if going with higher end gear is better for you. Keeping in mind that both of these devices, the To-Go is based on a Cat4 modem. It doesn't even have carrier aggregation. It's not taking full advantage of LTE, but being up on the roof, it does have its advantages. So going with a different setup, there are a ton more options out there with cellular integrated routers, mobile hotspot devices, roof mounted antennas, all sorts of different approaches that you can go that will give you better performance, and you can use all these data plans we're talking about on them as well. For the Airstream connected device, we know Airstream owners are especially disappointed because a lot spent upwards of $1,500 to have that system installed, and it is actually relatively low-end equipment on the base. So if you're not happy with the performance of your system, you too may want to consider an upgrade. But also keep in mind, on the horizon in the years ahead, we've got 5G coming down the road as well as low Earth orbit satellites. So we are in a kind of a interesting era where it's like, how much do you invest now in a new system when in probably 2 years you're going to be wanting to relook at things anyway, which is kind of the nature of technology. So you just get used to it if you want to stay on the bleeding edge. Now, we do offer a ton of resources for navigating this stuff. We have a Getting Started guide if you want to go back and assess your needs and reconsider your approach. We're constantly tracking routers and hotspots and antennas, taking them out in the field. This is all content that we are creating all of the time for this channel and for the Mobile Internet Resource Center, which is of course all funded by our premium members who make this all possible for us. We're not incentivized by selling you stuff or advertising sponsorships or anything like that. And our members do have some additional tips in the linked article to this video with some additional plan ideas that you might want to consider. And of course, our MIA's also got a secret tip back at the beginning of the year before this plan expired on how to add an extra year to that original AT&T Adventure Unlimited plan. So hopefully most of our MIAs have another year to go before they need to make considerations like this. So that is the latest. Hopefully this guidance will help you decide what's next for you. And as always, thanks for tuning in. These videos are brought to you by our premium members, our mobile internet aficionados. They make it possible for us to track this news and create these videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, or better yet, consider becoming a member yourself.